Hey everyone, welcome to Mindful Yoga with Alma. Today's class is a tutorial on Sun Salutation B, also known as Surya Namaskar B. Before you begin anything as far as the Sun Salutations, any standard standing postures or anything that will require some effort on your part, please make sure to warm up before you get started here with me. So remember that it's very important for you to remember that the practice needs to be functional for your body today. So take these poses to your own degree and just do the best you can. But remember that your breath always comes first. Don't sacrifice the breath for the pose. Okay. So we're gonna take it slow, and then we're going to speed it up a little bit with our breathing. So, like always, we're going to begin in mountain pose for these sun salutations. So you want to make sure to stand with your feet sit bone distance apart. Spread the toes wide and individually press each toe down. That'll probably keep you busy for days, right? So push down through the mound of the big toe, the little toe, inside and outside edges of your heels. Now, be mindful on how it is that you're standing. Do you hyperextend your knees? And if you do so, give those knees a little micro bend. So from here, push down through those feet as if you're growing roots down through your yoga mat and lift the kneecaps to engage your quadriceps, okay? Once you're here, see about relaxing your ribs in gently. So when you do this, you're going to feel engagement in your core and the tailbone lengthens organically for you. Once you're here, relax the shoulders down the back and allow your palms to be face up and spread those fingers wide. So you want to stand up nice and tall, almost like in a tension pose, right? So you should feel steady, you should feel grounded, you should feel at ease as well. So before you begin anything, you want to begin to establish the rhythmic breathing. So you begin to breathe in and out through your nose and see if maybe you can have equal part breaths. So let's say 4 count in breath, do a 4 count out breath. Maybe for you, it might be a 5 count in breath, 5 count out breath. Maybe it's a 3 count. So wherever you are, honor that. Okay, so we're going to begin by establishing our breathing as we are saluting and in this beautiful mountain pose. So begin to breathe in and out through your nose. And now we're going to begin our sun salutation B. So the first pose is chair pose. So you're going to begin to bend your knees, stick your butt back, and you sit as deep as your body lets you. So here, your body weight needs to be on those heels and the toes need to be light. Then you reach those arms up. And so when you do this, you're going to feel some heat build up right here on your thighs. Imagine squeezing a block in between your thighs and you reach the arms up overhead. Now, if your shoulders are really tight, it's okay for your arms to be out here or bend those elbows in cactus formation and have them out this way. Yeah. So we sit in chair, draw the navel in, lift the heart, reach those arms up to your own degree. Good. Exhale, stand. So that's number one. Let's add to that. So inhale, chair pose, sit deep, squeeze the inner thighs. And as you exhale, you're going to begin to straighten those legs to your own degree as you fold over those thighs and reach the floor. So here in this Uttanasana, standing forward fold, look at your feet, make sure that they are parallel and about sit bone distance and commit to that right there. Commit to your foundation where they are. Release the head down and notice if your hamstrings are really tight and notice if this is your forward fold like this. And if it is, you need to bend those knees, reach the floor and release the head down. Okay, so bend your knees, push down through your feet, and rise all the way. All right, those are the first two poses. Let's continue adding to that. So inhale, we sit in chair. Exhale, you forward fold. The third pose here is Ardha Uttanasana. Place your hands below your knees on your shin bones, and I want you to press against your shin bones as you lift the chest forward and gently tuck the chin in slightly. So your gaze is straight down, elongating that neck. So here, push down strongly through your feet, roll the shoulder blades on the back. Feel the back muscles elongating that spine. Draw the navel in and think about rolling the inner thighs back and wide. Keep breathing. Now, soften your knees slightly, hands on the hips, begin to look forward, and with a flat back, stand, pushing down through your feet. Adding to this, we're learning Harsana Namaskars. Now, once again, chair pose. Inhale, sit back, reach those arms up high. Exhale, remember, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen into a flat back. So hands underneath your knees on your shin bones. Press your hands against your shin bones press against your hands, press your heart forward, tuck the chin slightly, elongating the back of the neck, push down firmly through those feet, inner thighs roll back and wide. Good. Exhale, fold forward. And now from here, bend your knees, place your hands, and you're gonna step your feet back into a plank pose. Now, press and glue your hands down. Make sure that your hands are underneath your shoulders. I, in fact, like them a little bit wider than my shoulders. And you pause here. Now, if holding a plank pose is too much, please lower down to your knees. If you're holding a plank pose, press back through your heels and press your heart forward. Draw the ribs in, whether you're on your knees or not. Good. Now let's step it up once again. Push down into a forward fold. Bend your knees, hands on the hips, look up and stand, adding to the sequence um, of our sun salute. Chair pose, inhale. Exhale, fold. You know what to do. Inhale, lengthen, hands on the shin bones, lift the chest forward. Exhale, fold. Place your hands, bend your knees. Inhale, step back, plank pose. Okay, here we go, adding to the sequence. You're gonna shift forward onto your tippy toes. So weight forward and then lower all the way down to the floor. Now, if you're in your plank pose and you're on your knees, you still want to shift your heart forward, engage the core, bend the elbows back, and lower all the way down. Now, you're on your belly here. Point those toes, lengthen those legs, and make sure that your hands are next to your ribs. Roll the shoulders on the back body. Now, glue your pinky toes down energetically. Push your hands down and energetically drag them back as you peel your heart up into a cobra pose. Here's your back bend. And then as you exhale, push up onto your table and walk it forward. Uttanasana, forward fold. Hands on your hips, bend those elbows, begin to look up and stand with a flat back, adding to the flow. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, plant your hands. Step it back. Inhale, plank. Use your knees if you need to. Exhale, shift forward and lower all the way down. Lengthen those legs. Glue your hands, energetically drag them back. Inhale, cobra. Now from here, we're going into a down dog. So come up onto your knees, exhaling, downward facing dog. Here's our first dog. So look at your hands, fan out your fingers, press the knuckles down, glue the finger pads down, press down through all four corners of your hands. Lengthen the spine, so bend your knees a little bit and lift the butt up towards the sky. Draw the ribs in and now begin to those inner thighs, roll them back and wide, straightening those legs to your own degree. So you want to lift the hips up and back, and you want to lower the heels down towards the floor. Now, whether they touch the floor or not, I don't know, right? It doesn't matter. What matters is that you're doing it. Now, we're going to look forward and walk it up into a standing forward fold. Bend your knees, hands on the hips, look up, and come on up. Yes, we're not done. Chair pose, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. You know what to do. We've been doing this. Exhale, fold, bend your knees, plant your hands. Inhale, plank. Exhale, shift forward and lower to the floor. Lengthen those legs. Inhale, your back bend cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. On your next inhale, you're going to step this right foot in between your hands. So when you lunge it forward and it doesn't reach all the way, grab the ankle with your right hand and help it forward. You want a nice right angle on the front leg. Now, the back foot, you want to look back there, step that foot in just a tad, angle it about 45 degrees and plant the entire foot on the floor. Keep the right knee bent a lot. Push down through all four corners of both feet. So I need you to root down and then squeeze the legs in towards one another. You should feel your legs nice and strong and steady. When you are ready, pull the navel in, engage the core, lift the chest, and reach the arms up. This is your warrior one. This is your standing pose, yeah? So many schools of yoga will say, square the hips. Yes, sir, I will square the hips. But for a lot of us, that may not be accessible. That might not be functional for your body. So you just do the best you can. If you can square the hips, meaning the hip points are pointing straight forward towards the short end of your yoga mat, awesome. You reach the arms, back leg is solid. Push down through that back foot. Press down through that right foot and bend that right knee a lot. Reach those arms up. Now, your hips might not be pointing forward, might be pointing towards that left top corner of your yoga mat. And that's okay too. You got to do you, and you just reach those arms up. This is your warrior one. And as you exhale, place your hands. So from here, we're going to take a couple steps that we've already done. Step it back, plank pose. Shift forward onto your tippy toes and lower slowly to the floor. Roll the shoulders back, glue the pinky toes behind you. Inhale, cobra. Keep the shoulders away from the ears, elbows bent. Exhale, down dog. Now we're going to inhale, step that left foot in between your hands, second side. So again, when you lunge it and it doesn't reach all the way, grab it, help it forward, look down, step that back foot in, and plant the entire foot down. Now, the other thing that you need to look at here is that your feet are not too narrow. Have them sit bone distance or maybe a little bit wider depending on your body. Push down through your feet, scoop the left sit bone under, straighten the back leg, engage the core. Come on up, warrior one, second side. Inhale the arms up. Now, I can do this with my arms, but maybe you are stuck here, and that's fine. Maybe you need to open those arms in like goal post, and that's fine. But careful not to have a huge back bend. Draw the ribs in, engage the core, then get deep on the front knee as you reach the arms up. Warrior one. Push down through all four corners. The back foot, pay attention to the pinky blade of it and press down even more there. When you're ready, exhale, place your hands. Once again, you're stepping back into plank. So you're gonna lift the back heel, pivot the back foot, step it back, plank pose. And as you exhale, shift forward into plank and lower all the way down. Roll the shoulders back, coming into your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. So this is where we typically hold down dog anywhere between 3 to 5 breaths, depending on the class in which you're in. So as you hold the pose here, just begin to work on pressing the earth down and away with your hands. Lift the hips up and back and lower the heels to your own degree. And then when you are ready, on your inhale, you're going to look forward and you're going to step it up into a flat back. When you inhale, place your hands, lift the chest forward, tuck the chin slightly. Exhale, fold. Now you're going to bend your knees back into that chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, hands together to your heart. And there you have it. That's one sun salutation. So let's see if we can move throughout the entire sun salute with our breathing. So the way that I was teaching you was in a ladder type of way. Now we're going to incorporate everything and let's do this. You ready? Okay. So I sound like a cheerleader. Ready? Okay. All right. So let's root down, find mountain pose. Inhale, remember, chair pose. Exhale, remember, forward fold. You got this. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, fold, place your hands. Plank pose, inhale. Exhale, shift forward and lower all the way down. Inhale in your cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot forward. Step the back foot in, plant it down, root down to rise up. Inhale. Exhale, place your hands, step it back, and lower to the floor. You see how I used my knees? You can do that anytime. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot forward. You might need to look back and plant the back foot down. Step it in just a tad. Root down through your feet. Bend the front knee. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, place your hands and you're in plank and then lower all the way down. That's one exhale. Inhale, you lift the chest. Exhale, down dog. Take a second here to look at your hands. Make sure that your fingers are fanned open. Press the earth down and away. Draw the ribs in slightly. Maybe bend your knees to lift your butt up a little higher, and then press your hips back as you begin to straighten the legs and maybe lower the heels down. And then when you're ready, after 3 to 5 breaths, you're going to step it up as you inhale and you find your Ardha Uttanasana, your flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Bend those knees a lot. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, hands together to your heart as you stand. There it is. That's our Sun Salutation B. Let's do this one more time together and let's see how we do. You ready? Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Step it back, plank. Exhale, lower all the way. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, dog. Inhale, right foot forward. Step the back foot in and plant the entire foot down. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, place your hands, step it back, plank, and lower to the floor. Inhale, cobra. Press your heart forward. Exhale, dog. Inhale, left foot forward. Step the back foot in and plant it down 45 degrees. Get a nice deep bend on the front knee. Inhale, rise, warrior one. Exhale, place your hands, Stepping it back to plank and lower to the floor. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. And this is where you pause. Maybe even close your eyes and feel the heat that you're creating just by learning this new way of keeping the body and the mind at ease, creating space, getting stronger. When you are ready, as you inhale, you look forward and you step it up into a flat back, hands on the shin bones. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend those knees, chair pose. Exhale, hands together to your heart. So there you have it. Sun Salutation B. Surya Namaskar B. If you like this tutorial, please give me a thumbs up. Share it with your friends. Get your sweat on. Maybe don't wear long sleeves when you're practicing a Surya Namaskar B because Lord, it gets hot. Anyway, may you guys be happy, healthy, and free. And in a world filled with suffering, may you learn how to suffer well. See you later.